Welcome back, my alpha audience. You're not here to hear some motivational fluff or sugar-coated words about how things will magically work out. No, you're here to hear the raw truth. The truth that pushes you to go further than anyone thought you could. You've come for the fire, for the reason to break free from the chains that are holding you back and to take everything that life has to offer. And today, I'm going to give you that reason, that relentless drive, the one that shatters your limitations and tells you to push beyond what you thought was even possible. It's time to hear this loud and clear. You destroyed their control. Now they're out of the game. When you understand this, when you grasp the power of this truth, you will never be the same. Every single obstacle, every roadblock, every person trying to stop you, it's all nothing. It's a game, and you've just taken control of the game. The people who once thought they could hold you down, they're the ones who are now powerless. They don't even know what hit them. And you just won the biggest battle of your life. You stepped into your power and didn't look back. This is your moment. This is where everything changes. You see, life is a game with rules, a game where control is the ultimate prize. There are those who play the game well, who understand the power of strategy, manipulation, and dominance. And then there are those who think they're above the game, those who think they don't need to be in control. They think they can sit back, relax, and let life unfold without taking charge. But let me tell you something. The ones who don't understand the game, the ones who think they can coast by, they're the ones who always lose. They're the ones who get destroyed when they least expect it. But you've seen through the illusion. You've destroyed their controller. You've stripped them of their power. The moment you realized that you had the ability to dictate your own fate, you flipped the script. They didn't even see it coming. They were too busy thinking they had control over you, too busy thinking you were just another pawn in their game. But now, you're not a pawn anymore. You're the one calling the shots. You're the one who decides how the game plays out. And for everyone who thought they could control you, well, they've just lost their power. Now they're out of the game, and you're the one left standing. Do you understand what that means? When you take someone's controller, they're out of the game. They have no more say in the outcome. They can no longer dictate the rules. They're powerless. And that is exactly what you've done. You've stripped them of their ability to affect your life. All those people who told you that you weren't good enough, all those people who tried to manipulate you, control you, belittle you, they're the ones who now have no influence over you. They've lost the game, and they don't even know it yet. Their moves no longer matter. They're just sitting on the sidelines, watching you dominate. This is where the true power lies. It's in knowing that you're not some passive player, waiting for someone else to make a move. You are the one who decides how the game is played. When you destroy someone's control, when you take away their ability to control your thoughts, your actions, your direction, you make them irrelevant. They are nothing but distractions now, background noise, in a game they no longer have a say in. And you are the one in control. You are the one who determines what happens next. Do you feel the power coursing through you now? It's unstoppable. When you realize that you've destroyed the controllers of those who tried to hold you back, nothing in this world can stop you. Those who once thought they could manipulate you are now powerless. Their influence over you is gone. It doesn't matter what they do or say now. They are irrelevant. And you are the one who gets to write your story. You are the one who controls the game. Think about it. When someone else is in control of your life, they get to dictate your path. They tell you when to move, when to stop, when to play. But when you take that control back, you stop being a victim. You stop being a puppet. You become the master of your fate. the captain of your soul. And anyone who thought they could control you, they become powerless. They become irrelevant. It's a feeling like no other. The freedom that comes with taking back your power, the satisfaction of knowing that no one can dictate your life anymore. It's intoxicating, and it's something that only a select few ever experience. But here's the thing, once you've destroyed their controller, you can't look back. There is no going back to the person you were before. There's no going back to playing the game by someone else's rules. You've broken free, and there's no going back to being trapped in the same cycle. The moment you realize your own power, the moment you take control, you become unstoppable. You stop asking for permission, you stop seeking validation, and you stop caring what anyone else thinks. All that matters is your path, your goals, your vision. And make no mistake, this path is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are willing to do whatever it takes to win. Those who are willing to destroy every limitation, every obstacle, every fear that stands in their way. You can't afford to be weak. You can't afford to be passive. You have to be relentless. Because there will always be those who try to take back control, who try to pull you back into the game they think they can win. But you won't let them. You'll keep pushing, keep dominating. Because you know that once you've destroyed their controller, they're powerless. They are out of the game, and you are the one who remains standing. So let this be your rallying cry. You've destroyed their controller, and now they're out of the game. You've taken back your power, and nothing can stop you. Keep moving forward. Keep crushing every obstacle. Keep dominating every challenge. Because once you've tasted this power, once you've seen what it feels like to control your own destiny, there's no turning back. The game is yours, and you're the one who gets to decide how it's played. Every step you take now is one step closer to your victory. Every decision you make is one step closer to your ultimate success. You're not waiting for anyone's approval. You're not asking for permission. You're taking what is rightfully yours. You've destroyed their controller, and now they are out of the game. And you are the one who controls everything. Take this moment and let it fuel you. Let it remind you of the power you hold within. There's no challenge too great, no obstacle too difficult, no enemy too strong. Because once you've taken control, once you've destroyed their ability to hold you back, nothing can stop you. You've won the game, and now it's time to play it on your terms. The world is yours, my alpha audience, and it's time to take it. So what are you going to do now? How will you use this power? The choice is yours. But know this, you are in control now, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can take that away from you. The game is over for them, but for you, it's just beginning. I'm glad you're still with me, alpha audience, because this, right here, is where the real journey begins. The moment you've destroyed their controller, the moment you've stripped them of their power, that's not the end. No, that's only the beginning. The beginning of a new chapter in your life, a chapter that you write with unrelenting force, with sheer determination, and with no fear of what lies ahead. You've taken control, but now you must decide how to wield that control. Most people live their lives trapped by the rules that others set for them. They follow paths that aren't their own. They play games they didn't even choose. These people walk through life sleepwalking, existing, rather than living, but not you. You've woken up, you've shattered the illusion, and you've taken the reins. And now that you've destroyed their controller, you have the power to shape the world in your image. You can break the mold, transcend the limitations they tried to impose on you, and redefine what success means. But understand this, my alpha audience, with power comes responsibility. You now have the ultimate weapon, control. You can no longer afford to be passive, to let others dictate your direction. No more waiting for permission. No more asking for validation. You've unlocked the ultimate freedom, the freedom to create, to dominate, to push the boundaries of what's possible. And it is that freedom that will propel you forward if you choose to embrace it fully. You might think you're ready, but trust me, this journey is not for the faint-hearted. It's easy to talk about taking control. It's easy to say, I'm going to break free, I'm going to dominate. But the real test is not in the declaration. The real test is in the execution. And execution takes more than just a desire. It takes discipline, it takes relentless effort, and it takes the willingness to do whatever it takes to win. You see, people don't just stay down when they lose control. No, they fight back. They will try to manipulate you again. They will try to make you doubt yourself. But you can't let that happen. You must rise every time they try to pull you back, stronger than before. There will be days when it feels impossible, when the weight of the world seems too much to bear, when doubt creeps in, when the failures stack up, when you look at your progress and wonder if it's worth it. It's during those times that most people give up. They go back to playing by the rules. They go back to living the life others expected of them. But you are different. You've destroyed their control. That means you're no longer a part of their game. You're not bound by their rules anymore. You can't afford to quit. You must stand firm. Those moments of doubt are just another test. They're a chance to prove to yourself that you can withstand the pressure, that you can rise above the noise and the chaos. Those moments are your crucible, your proving ground, and you must come out of it unscathed, stronger, more determined than ever. And here's the reality. As you rise, as you step into your power, as you begin to dictate the terms of the game, there will be those who will try to tear you down. They will hate you for it. They will criticize you, ridicule you, tell you that you're too arrogant, too ambitious, too much for them to handle. They will try to make you feel small again. But remember this, they're not attacking you because they hate you. They're attacking you because they fear you. They fear what you've become. They fear your potential. And the more you rise, the more they will try to pull you back down. But you must remain unshaken. Their fear is a reflection of your strength, and the stronger you become, the more they will try to tear you down. That's when you know you're on the right path. And here's the beauty of it. You have nothing to lose. You've already won. The moment you destroyed their controller, the moment you took back your power, you stepped out of the game they were trying to play with you. You no longer play by their rules, and you don't have to follow their standards. You've broken free from their limitations. You're free to create your own game, to live life on your terms. That's the greatest gift you can give yourself. But don't think for a second that the road ahead will be easy. No, the road to greatness is never smooth. It's filled with obstacles, challenges, and setbacks. There will be moments when you'll want to give up, moments when you'll feel like you're not making any progress. But in those moments, remember why you started. Remember that you destroyed their controller. Remember that they are the ones who are powerless, not you. Keep pushing forward. Keep grinding. Because the moment you take your foot off the gas, the moment you stop moving, that's when they'll try to make their return. And you can't afford to let that happen. You can't afford to lose the control you've fought so hard to obtain. But here's the thing. The more you dominate, the more you push forward, the more power you gain. You start to see opportunities that were once invisible. You begin to attract people who are aligned with your vision, people who see your worth, people who want to see you win. These people will become your allies, your supporters, your network. But remember, you don't need them. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need anyone to validate your journey. You've already destroyed their controller. You are your own controller. You are the one who decides your fate. And as you rise, as you build your empire, as you crush every challenge in your way, you will encounter those who will try to test your resolve. They will try to manipulate you, to undermine you, to convince you to give up your power. They will appeal to your ego, to your insecurities, to your doubts. They will try to make you question yourself, but you have to be relentless. You have to know who you are, what you stand for, and where you're going. You've already destroyed their control. They have no control over you anymore. You are the one who calls the shots now. But even as you step into your power, even as you take control, you must understand that control is not just about dominating others. It's about controlling yourself. It's about controlling your mind, your emotions, your actions. Power isn't just external, it's internal. It's the ability to stay calm under pressure, to stay focused in the midst of chaos, to keep moving even when it feels like the world is against you. It's the ability to push through the hardest moments, to rise every time you fall, and to keep your eyes on the prize. That's where true power lies, in mastering yourself. So let me ask you, my alpha audience, are you ready to take control of your life? Are you ready to rise above the challenges and crush them? Are you ready to dominate the game on your terms? You've destroyed their controller. Now it's time to show the world what you're made of. It's time to step into your power and make your mark. The journey ahead won't be easy. There will be moments when it feels like everything is falling apart. There will be times when you question whether it's all worth it. But trust me, those moments are just a test. They're the universe's way of seeing if you have what it takes, and I know you do. Because once you've destroyed their control, once you've stepped into your power, there's nothing that can stop you. You're unstoppable. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever take that away from you. So take a deep breath and keep moving forward. Your journey has just begun. You've destroyed their controller, and now you are in control. Keep crushing it, keep dominating, keep rising, because the world is yours for the taking. My alpha audience, I'm here to tell you that the world is not just yours for the taking. It is begging you to step into your power. It's waiting for you to show it what true mastery looks like. And once you realize that, once you understand that the very fabric of reality bends to the will of those who take control, you will never see the world the same again. There are those who are content living in the shadows of others, coasting through life, letting fate or chance dictate their path, but not you. You've shattered the illusion. You've realized that those who play by someone else's rules, those who follow a script written by others, are destined to fade into obscurity. The world belongs to those who refuse to follow, to those who carve their own path, who refuse to be dictated by the limitations imposed upon them. And let me tell you something else. The game is not about being the loudest, the flashiest, the most obvious. No, the real game is in the quiet moments of power. It's in the control of your mind, your emotions, and your reactions. It's in being able to push through adversity without losing sight of your ultimate goal. You've destroyed their controller. You've removed the forces that tried to control you. But now, you must master the only controller that truly matters. Your own mind. It starts with your thoughts. What do you think about when the world goes dark? When everything is on the line? What do you think about when things aren't going according to plan? This is the real test. Not the external circumstances, not the obstacles that others place in your way. It's the fight inside your head that matters most. If you can control your mind, if you can reframe every setback as an opportunity, every failure as a lesson, then there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stop you. The world throws challenges at you for a reason. It wants to test your willpower. It wants to see if you can rise above the noise and the chaos, if you can stay true to your vision, even when everything seems to be falling apart. And here's the harsh truth. Most people don't make it. Most people fold under pressure. They quit when things get tough. But you've already proven that you're different. You've already taken control. Now, you need to prove to yourself that you can hold that control no matter what. Success, the kind that changes lives, doesn't come from a single victory. It doesn't come from one big win. Success comes from consistently doing the hard things, from pushing through the pain, the fear, the uncertainty. It comes from developing the mental fortitude to face challenge after challenge and still stand tall. And in this relentless pursuit, you will begin to understand the true nature of control. Control isn't about bending others to your will. Control is about bending yourself to your will. It's about cultivating discipline, focus, and an unbreakable resolve. It's about refusing to let anything, anyone, or any circumstance dictate your direction. You are the captain of your fate, and in taking this control, you will begin to see the world shift around you. Opportunities will begin to open up, and the noise of the world will start to fade. You'll stop being distracted by the opinions of others. You'll stop caring about the things that once bothered you. You'll be too focused, too immersed in your purpose, to let anything or anyone derail you. Your vision will become clearer, sharper, more powerful, and nothing will be able to stand in your way. This is what happens when you destroy their controller. This is the kind of power you unlock when you refuse to live by someone else's rules. It's the ability to silence the noise and focus solely on your vision. When you've taken control, you've stripped away the unnecessary distractions. You've eliminated the things that hold you back, and that's when true greatness begins. But let me remind you, this process is not easy. It is not for the weak. It requires everything you've got. You will face moments when it feels like the entire world is conspiring against you. There will be days when nothing seems to go right, and there will be moments when you feel like giving up. But here's the truth you need to internalize. The struggle is not the enemy. The struggle is what makes you stronger. The obstacles are the weight that will build your strength, your resilience, and your character. They are the test you must pass before you can truly claim your power. This is the difference between those who make it and those who don't. The ability to push through the hard times. The ones who make it are the ones who never give up, who never quit, no matter what. It's about knowing that there will be struggles, but those struggles are part of the journey. The more you push, the more you rise, the more you evolve. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to become stronger. It's the refining fire that forges the most powerful individuals, and now you are one of those individuals. You've broken free from the grip of those who tried to hold you back. You've stepped into your own power, but now it's time to prove it to the world. You must show them that you are unshakable. You must show them that you are not just another pawn in their game. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your ship, and the world will feel your power as you rise. But don't let that power blind you. The key to lasting success is not just in dominating others, it's in dominating yourself. You need to be ruthless in your pursuit of growth. There is no room for complacency, no room for letting up. The moment you stop growing, the moment you stop learning, the moment you stop pushing forward, is the moment you start falling behind. So, how do you continue to rise after you've taken control? How do you ensure that this power you've unlocked is sustainable? It all comes down to consistency. It's about building a daily routine that reinforces your commitment to greatness. It's about doing the things others are unwilling to do, about making the sacrifices others aren't willing to make. Success is not a destination. It's a journey, and it's one you must embark on every single day. And on this journey, you must be relentless. You cannot afford to stop. You cannot afford to become complacent. If you truly want to be unstoppable, you must be willing to pay the price every single day. And here's where the true power lies, in the details, in the small, seemingly insignificant actions that no one else sees. It's in the early mornings, when everyone else is still asleep, and you're up, grinding, working, improving. It's in the moments when others are distracted by shiny objects, by instant gratification, and you're focused on the long-term goal, the big picture. It's in the discipline you develop every single day that sets you apart from everyone else. So, as you continue your journey, remember this: the world is yours for the taking, but only if you stay focused, stay relentless, and keep moving forward. Every single person who ever achieved greatness understood that the game isn't about one victory. It's about every step you take toward that victory. Every moment of resistance, every ounce of effort, every time you rise above the challenge. That is what defines you. That is what makes you unstoppable. And remember this: the moment you took control, the moment you destroyed their controller, you unlocked a new world of possibilities. The world will never look the same again. You have the power to change everything. And now, it's time to show everyone, including yourself, just what you're capable of. There are no more excuses, no more waiting, no more wondering if you're good enough. You've already proven that you have the strength to take control. You've already shown that you are capable of greatness. Now, all that's left to do is show the world what happens when someone who understands true power steps into the game. So rise, my alpha audience. Rise higher than ever before, and let the world witness your greatness, because you are the one who controls your destiny, and it's only just beginning. In conclusion, you've taken control. You've destroyed their controller, and now you're free to shape your own destiny. The world is yours to conquer, and the only thing standing between you and greatness is your willingness to keep pushing, to stay relentless, and to never back down. Your journey has only just begun, and with every step you take, you'll prove to yourself and the world that nothing can hold you back. Embrace your power, dominate the game, and rise to the heights you were always destined for. The future is yours.